There are millions of apps we download every single day. However, some of the most dangerous apps are actually hiding right on your phone without you even knowing. Today, we will uncover the creepiest abandoned apps that are secretly haunting your device and find out why they're so terrifying. Don't forget to like and subscribe to stay protected. Have you ever wondered what happens to apps after their creators just vanish into thin air? Well, the answer is way scarier than you might think. Right now, there are over 1.5 million abandoned apps lurking in app stores, and many of them are probably sitting on your phone this very moment. These digital ghosts aren't just taking up space, they're creating serious security holes that hackers love to exploit. But here's the really disturbing part. I've spent weeks researching the darkest corners of mobile security, and what I discovered will make you want to check your phone immediately. Not only are these abandoned apps dangerous, but some of them were actually designed to spy on you from the very beginning. And I'm not the only one sounding the alarm. Check out what security experts are saying about these ticking time bombs on our devices.
Let's go ahead and jump into the next bite, because this one is actually very interesting to me personally, because I have a lot of apps on my iDevice that are actually no longer in the store. I use them all the time because they're useful to me. I'm not going to name names, but there's some really good ones there. I always wonder what happens when these things kind of almost get abandoned. Obviously, does it make my device more insecure? Curtis?
Well, interestingly enough, the answer to that question could be a resounding yes. I mean, all of us who have been owners of computing devices, whether laptop, desktop, handheld phones, tablets, whatever, if you've done that for any length of time, you know that applications, apps, come and go. The app that was so hot this week can be something that the developers have abandoned next week.
See what I mean? And that's just the beginning of this digital nightmare. In this video, I'm going to reveal the most spine-chilling abandoned apps that could be watching your every move, stealing your personal information, and even tracking your location without you having any idea. The first terrifying app we need to talk about is something called Creepy. Yes, that's actually its real name, and trust me, it lives up to it completely. This app was designed as what the creators called a geolocation information aggregator, but what it really does is absolutely horrifying. All someone has to do is type in your social media username, and this app will show them everywhere you've been. Here's how this nightmare works. Every time you post a photo or tweet something, your phone secretly adds location data to that post. Creepy takes all of that information and creates a detailed map of everywhere you go. We're talking about your home, your school, your favorite hangout spots, literally everywhere. But don't just take my word for it. Here's a demonstration of how easily your location can be exposed through apps.
Hey guys, Trevor here, and in this video I'm going to show you how to check if someone is spying on your phone. It's pretty quick and easy, so let's jump right in. Now there are several different things that you can check either on iPhone or an Android. The first thing is I would look at the very top of your screen. If you see a little orange dot, that means the microphone is currently in use. Or if you see a little green dot, that means either your camera or your camera and your microphone are currently in use. Now, if you see those at the top of your phone, but you're not making a call, you're not on FaceTime or anything like that, that might be an indication that someone is using your microphone or camera to spy on you.
Terrifying, right? And that was just from normal apps. Now imagine what dedicated stalking apps can do. The scariest part about Creepy specifically is that anyone can use this to figure out your daily routine and predict where you'll be next. Even though the developers claim they made this app to teach people about privacy, it's basically a stalker's dream come true. Imagine someone being able to track your every movement just by knowing your username. That's not education, that's pure terror. While this app might be harder to find now, the technology behind it is still out there, and similar apps are definitely still being used by people with bad intentions. The next abandoned app category that will give you nightmares is actually a whole collection of apps disguised as innocent camera applications. These apps look completely normal on the outside, but they hide one of the most invasive features you could imagine. They let people take photos of you without you ever knowing it's happening. These invisible camera apps are designed to blend in perfectly with your phone's interface. The camera can be hidden behind your wallpaper, disguised as a different app, or even work when your screen is completely turned off. Unless you know exactly what to look for, you would never realize someone is secretly photographing you. The app can run in the background while the person pretends to use their phone normally. Security researchers have been warning about these apps for years. Watch this quick breakdown.
So guys, if you want to control someone's phone or tablet, then this website as well as app for you. First one, QStudio, second one OpenDNS Family Shield, third one Keylogger, fourth one Spyrix Free Keylogger, fifth one is Kaspersky Safe Kits. If this reels is useful for you, then like, share and follow. Thank you for watching.
And the worst part? That video barely scratches the surface of what these apps can really do. What makes this even more terrifying is what happens to those secret photos. They can be used for blackmail, shared on inappropriate websites, or used for identity theft. The victims have no idea their privacy has been completely violated until it's way too late. The psychological damage from knowing such apps exist makes it impossible to feel safe in public spaces anymore. But wait, because things get even worse. There's an abandoned spyware app called Spicy that might already be secretly installed on phones without users having any clue. This app can monitor literally everything you do on your device. We're talking about reading all your text messages, tracking your exact location at all times, going through your photos, checking your web browsing history, and even listening to your phone calls. While this app was supposedly created for parents to monitor their children, it quickly became a tool for abusive partners and malicious people to completely invade someone's privacy. The app is designed to be completely invisible, so victims have no idea they're being watched 24 hours a day. Every private conversation, every personal moment, every secret becomes available to whoever installed this digital nightmare. Here's what cybersecurity experts discovered when they analyzed similar stalkerware apps.
Not many people have heard of the app XN Spy, but thousands of people have had their data compromised because of it. XN Spy is one of the many so-called stalkerware apps that once secretly installed can track calls, texts, browsing history, photos, and more, all without the phone's owner knowing. These apps can be riddled with security flaws and are exposing the data stolen from victims' phones. XN Spy is no different, and we have a full exclusive report on TechCrunch.com.
Now you understand why I called this a nightmare. These apps turn your own phone against you. The most disturbing part is how comprehensive the surveillance becomes. Your phone essentially turns into a tracking device that records every single thing you do. The person monitoring you can see exactly where you are, who you're talking to, and what websites you're visiting. Victims often report feeling paranoid and helpless because their most private moments are no longer private at all. If you think your phone might be infected with something like this, you need to check your installed apps immediately and look for anything you don't recognize. Now here's where things get really creepy. There's a whole category of abandoned apps called ghost apps that are specifically designed to hide things in plain sight. These apps disguise themselves as completely normal applications, like calculators or note-taking apps. But when you open them and enter a secret code, they reveal hidden folders filled with whatever the user wants to keep secret. Apps like Secret Calculator and Hidden Folder look exactly like regular apps you'd find on any phone. But behind their innocent appearance, they can hide photos, videos, messages, and even GPS locations from anyone trying to check your device. Watch how easy it is for malicious apps to disguise themselves. And remember, that's just one example. There are thousands of these ghost apps out there. The really scary part is that these apps often have built-in browsers that can access websites without leaving any trace in your regular browsing history. While some people might use these for harmless reasons, they're also perfect tools for hiding inappropriate or illegal content. The fact that they look so normal means parents, teachers, or authorities would never suspect anything suspicious is happening. These digital hiding spots make it almost impossible to know what someone is really doing on their device. But here's the most terrifying truth about all these abandoned apps. Because their creators have disappeared and stopped updating them, they're full of security holes that hackers can easily exploit. Over 30% of ransomware attacks in 2024 came from these exact types of unpatched vulnerabilities. That means these apps aren't just spying on you themselves, they're also creating doorways for cybercriminals to break into your device. Security researchers recently demonstrated just how easy it is to exploit these vulnerabilities.
And in 2025, hackers still love recycling old tricks, because not everyone bothers to update their phone regularly. Classic vulnerabilities like stage fright, which let hackers hijack your phone with just a simple video, still pop up in new forms. Media processing bugs remain a goldmine for attackers, year after year. Privilege escalation exploits, like the infamous dirty cow, keep coming back in new disguises, letting hackers gain full control over your device. These bugs work by confusing the system at just the right moment, granting hackers more access than they should ever have. Hackers are always looking for these split-second opportunities in Android's codebase. That's why keeping your phone updated is so important for your safety. Let's meet the latest troublemakers causing chaos. Meet Stage Fright 2.0 and Leaky Pipe, two notorious exploits that are still causing chaos in the world of mobile security. These vulnerabilities have evolved from their...
Scary how simple that looked, right? And hackers are doing this thousands of times every day. The really shocking part is that 91% of applications include abandoned code that hasn't been updated in years. This old code is like leaving your front door unlocked with a sign that says, "Come on in." Hackers specifically target these vulnerabilities because they know nobody is fixing them anymore. Once they get inside through these security holes, they can steal your personal information, install more malware, or even take complete control of your phone. What makes the situation even worse is that many of these dangerous apps are still being downloaded millions of times. People have no idea they're installing digital time bombs that could explode at any moment. The average person has about 200 apps on their device, which means the chances of having at least one abandoned app are extremely high. So here's what you need to do right now to protect yourself. Go through every single app on your phone and delete anything you don't actively use or recognize. Check when your apps were last updated, and if you see anything that hasn't been updated in over a year, get rid of it immediately. Make sure your phone's operating system is always up to date because newer security features can help protect you from some of these threats. Before we wrap up, here's a quick guide from security experts on protecting your device.
Now, don't be scared, but your mobile phone could be hacked. And how would you even know if someone was watching you? Like, right now? Okay, enough with the drama. I'm just here to help since you probably searched for something along the lines of how to remove hacker from your phone. And hopefully we can get you fixed up and help you stay safe into the future. Okay, so the first question that you might have at this point is how to know if your phone is hacked. And as you might guess, it's not that simple since malicious actors want to stay unseen and hidden. But here are some signs that might help you answer, is my phone hacked or am I being hacked? The first sign of trouble is unusual behavior or suspicious apps. So if you've noticed your phone opening random apps and notifications on its own, or maybe you see an app that you for sure did not install, well, your phone might be hacked.
Follow those steps and you'll be way ahead of most people when it comes to mobile security. Most importantly, be extremely careful about what you download in the future. Stick to well-known apps from trusted developers, and always read reviews before installing anything new. Your digital safety is way more important than any convenience these apps might offer. Remember, these abandoned apps are still out there, still being downloaded, and still putting people at risk every single day. The only way to stay safe is to stay informed and take action before it's too late. Don't forget to like and subscribe to stay protected, and I'll see you in the next video where we'll uncover even more digital dangers you need to know about.